I'm stepping into YouTube. Some people might say, at 62, why are you starting a YouTube channel? Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Grace, and on this channel, I talk about things like personal growth, slow living, small business, and life in general. I'm so glad you could be here with me on this beautiful sunny day here in the UK. As you can see, I've decided on a change of scenery, and I've decided to go outside and film. This weather is just too good to miss. Today I want to talk about something that feels both exciting and a little uncertain and even scary at the same time. It's the idea of starting over. People will have different reasons for starting over. Often we think of starting over as being something dramatic, like turning our lives upside down or making a big life-changing decision. But starting over isn't always planned. Sometimes it can begin quietly. It can start as a feeling, a quiet knowing that something isn't working anymore. And sometimes life simply changes around you. Your circumstances shift and your priorities change or evolve. You wake up one day and think, this version of my life doesn't fit me anymore. And that's okay. There was a time when I thought that the idea of starting over was the result of a failure, that something had gone wrong and needed to be fixed. But now I see it differently. Starting over is not about fixing or rebuilding something that has gone wrong. I see it as a kind of turning point, a place where you can pause, reflect, and choose something completely new. For me, starting over isn't about going back and trying to fix what went wrong in the past. It's about finding or choosing a new path forward. Not because the old path was bad, but because the old path was no longer right for me. It no longer suited my circumstances or who I was becoming. And also, I'm ready to grow and learn new things. Even though the path is unfamiliar, even if it doesn't make sense to anyone else, even if I don't know where it will lead, sometimes the bravest thing we can do is say, this doesn't fit me anymore, or this isn't working for me anymore. And then we have to trust that what comes next might not be clear yet, but it's waiting for us anyway. Right now, I'm starting over in more ways than one. I'm not starting over because I failed. I'm starting over because life and circumstances changed around me, and because I grew. I've outgrown old definitions of success and ways of being, old versions of myself. The life I was living, although it was comfortable, although it was familiar, it was no longer a good fit. I'm moving away from my old career in accounting and finance, and I'm stepping into creativity and entrepreneurship. My small handmade business has been quiet. I spent time creating my website and my Etsy shop, learning new skills and creating pieces I love. And now I'm stepping into YouTube. It's something entirely new for me. And some people might say, at 62, why are you starting something else now? Why are you starting a YouTube channel? Honestly, it's because growth doesn't stop at any age. Curiosity doesn't retire. The desire to create, to connect, and to contribute, it stays with us. And so I'm choosing to begin again. Not because I know how fast this channel will grow, not because I have guarantees, but because it feels right for me. You can begin again as often as you need. There's no limit. So, what does starting over look like for me? For me, starting over means the following: letting go of what no longer serves me, even if it once made me happy. It's about saying yes to growth. It's about making space for something new. It's not about perfection or certainty. It's about faith and possibility. Walking in faith and not by sight. Trusting and knowing that by taking steps and showing up, even when the road ahead is unclear and still unfolding, matters more than having everything figured out. And it's also about being kind to myself during the process. Because reinvention takes time, and that's okay. If you're someone who's also thinking about starting over, whether a creative project, a new skill, or simply a fresh way of living, I want to gently remind you, you don't need certainty or guarantees to begin. You just need a quiet knowing that this is something that you want to try. But try and have a backup plan just in case things don't work out. Whatever your age, you're allowed to pivot. You don't need permission to rewrite your story or to begin again. Starting over isn't weakness, it's courage, it's faith. It's choosing to listen to that quiet voice that says, there's still more for me, something different, something true. And that voice, it matters because sometimes the most beautiful journeys begin with a single step into the unknown. Thank you for spending time with me today. If any of this resonated with you, please subscribe and hit the like button. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye for now.